Hey, it's Coach Nick Tumminello. I'm going to talk to you about rotational training or rotary training using the kettlebell. Kettlebell is a wonderful piece of equipment. It's one of my favorite pieces of equipment to use here at Performance University. We like it because it's versatile, it's explosive, it's dynamic, and you can do a multitude of things with it, and you can really get a great workout just using one kettlebell. That said, there's one little area of kettlebell training which I think is very important that's being totally missed in the kettlebell realm, and that's rotational training. Most of the exercises tend to be very linear. Now, yes, when you hold one kettlebell, you're getting a little bit of controlled rotation and whatnot, and when you're holding a kettlebell here as presses, you're getting some anti-lateral flexion. But I'm talking about true explosive horizontal rotation and force transfer from this side of your body to that side of your body, or from this side of your body to that side of your body. That's extremely important in most sports. Think about baseball, boxing, golf, you name it. There's a lot of horizontal plane or slightly diagonal rotary action that's going on there. So we can take these wonderful kettlebell concepts that this tool has brought us, and we tend to be very creative here at Performance U and pride ourselves on developing exercises that fit the needs of our clients and athletes. So we put this exercise together to fit those rotational demands of our athletes and create some explosion, some deceleration, and some control. So anyway, let me show you how to do this rotational exercise that we developed with a kettlebell. Two prerequisites for this. This is advanced kettlebell training. It's also advanced rotational training. So if you're a beginner, I don't recommend you doing this. If you have an injury, especially a back injury or a bad back, do not do this kind of exercise. You need to consult a physical therapist. And there actually is one more prerequisite. You have to be familiar with how to use a kettlebell for this one. Otherwise, you're going to have some hurt forearms tomorrow. So understand how to do the basic cleans and whatnot so you're not killing yourself, and you'll be better off for it. So here's how we do our rotational kettlebell exercise. I'm going to start in my right hand. I'm going to grip the kettlebell, and then I'm going to come over the top with my left hand. Now, I'm going to explosively drive the kettlebell across my body. When I do that, to protect my lumbar spine, I don't just want to do it here. I want to free up my right foot, picking my heel up and rotate, like so, like golf, like a follow-through in golf. So, I'm going to explosively drive the kettlebell over, and then I'm not going to let it slam my left shoulder. Like this. Then I can just bring it down, reset, and do it again. Explode, and then control, come back. So it's an explosion, and then control, come back. Let me show you from this perspective. An exploding hip and right shoulder move together at the same time. Picking up my right hip. Turn. And turn. Now you notice I'm not letting my arms go too far out in front of me. The reason why we do that is because if you start to let your arms get too far out, you start to have to support this now with your shoulders. But by keeping it in tight, we can keep it purely rotary and not have to worry about the shoulders or arms trying to hold it. Gravity's pulling the kettlebell from pulling it downwards. And we don't have to worry about flexing and rotating and things of that nature. So, don't just do the exercise, you want to do it right. We develop exercises, we try to make sure the exercise is designed properly so that our clients and our athletes can do it in the safest, most efficient, and most effective manner with as little coaching as possible. So, let me show you on the left side. Here, I'm going to drive it over without letting it slam my shoulder. See how I'm staying tall? I don't want to flex and rotate. Back and forth. Now, as you get more advanced, you can start bringing some torque conversion in there, where you go back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. And that's even more advanced. So, that's one of the exercises that one of the advanced rotational exercises that we've been using with the kettlebell. If you're a kettlebell enthusiast, that's a great way to kind of integrate some transverse plane, which is the rotational plane, some horizontal training, into your existing kettlebell workouts to make it even more comprehensive. If you're a rotational athlete, a boxer, a golfer, a baseball player, and you've been doing your chops, you don't have any back pain, this is an advanced one to give it a shot, but make sure you know how to use the kettlebell correctly. That's the kettlebell rotational swing.